I feel like a kid on Christmas morning. And Lord, let me tell you why. I've been playing RuneScape since I was like 3 years old, all right? I've been playing for a very long time. I've been playing RuneScape 3, the RuneScape in general, for like the last 18 years. And I've gone through it in the highs and the lows, and right now we are in probably the lowest low that we've been in a long time. 18,000 concurrent players right now, which, not gonna lie, still bigger than a lot of other MMOs that are on the market. Think New World, think Guild Wars, and it's not going any better. Main reason why: microtransactions. Those little itty-bitty little, hey dude, wanna buy something? Hey dude, wanna progress your account? Dude, I got the fucking wares right here, baby. And then Jagex whips out its magic coat of treasure hunter keys, rune coins, bonds, and then like direct XP and like a 1 million coin drop thing right there. The way the microtransactions have been in the game have been absolutely rampant. They are aggressive with their marketing. It is aggressive to new players. It is very cash cow milky of the current player base that have stuck through and have just kind of like gotten used to the sprinkles of shit on top of their beautiful salad. It's pretty brutal how much MTX has been flooding this video game that I love so much, because it truly is a very fun time. It has good combat, it has good graphics, it has very solid. Honestly, the player base is pretty cool. I like them a lot. There's a lot of good people on here. You're gonna get your bad eggs here and then, but really there's a really solid player base here that I truly enjoy. That's why I make content for it, and that's why I enjoy covering this video game. If I didn't like this game, I would not be covering it, like legitimately. And so, seeing that they're trying to change, Jagex is trying to change the perception of the video game with changing the overall way that they approach microtransactions is huge. Jagex is proposing making a lot of changes when it comes to the way that they approach microtransactions and how they wish to fund the company with their player base, and they're listening to a ton of feedback. Let's go straight into the changes real quick, and I'm going to provide my thoughts as we go through. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you enjoy the video, be sure to leave me a like, leave me a comment what you think about these overarching changes, and I'd love to know if you are a returning player, if you're a current player, or if someone who just thinks, hey, maybe I'll check it out now that they're kind of trying to clean up their mess. Very first experiment they're going to be running through the month of July is going to be disabling Treasure Hunter. Treasure Hunter is pretty much your gambling simulator that is inside the game that gives you boost to, gives you direct money, can give you equipment, can give you bonus XP, can give you direct XP, can give you cosmetics locked behind a large amount of keys. I'm talking like if you want to buy 75 keys, 75 fucking pulls of the slot machine, that is, I think, like $60 or something like that. Oh, no, $60 for 200 pulls. It's like $40 for like 75. It's a lot of money. That's like no cheap amount of money to get that many pulls. Plus, it really undermines like the grind that other players have, and it can be a very demoralizing thing to be like, why do I want to do skilling when I can just go ahead and pull that slot machine handle one more time, baby? Let me pull that one more time, baby. It is very damaging to the integrity of the video game. And so they're going to completely disable it for the month of July, just to see how players are going to react to not having that sweet pull every few minutes, you know what I mean? Now, they are going to still be offering bonus XP and XP bombs. Bonus XP is like, hey, you're going to train the skill. You going to work, baby. But you're going to be doing it with a little bit faster. You're going to have a little bonus XP to get you through it. And then you can also have an XP bomb, which is literally double. Because bonus XP is 50 plus 50%. A bonus XP bomb, the XP bomb, is double for an hour. So you're going to be able to either have bonus XP or an XP bomb. And that's going to, but you still got to train the game, baby boy. You still got to actually go in there, cut them weeds, fucking go ahead and train agility, go run them laps, big body. You're going to be doing something. There's a lot of things that are going to be implementing with those. And that, you know what that changes though? You know what that really impacts? It is the overall skilling economy. A lot of people don't like the skilling economy. Has been dead for years. Like no bullshit. It's been dead for years. It's because Treasure Hunter has been the fastest way to train anything in the video game that is RuneScape.com. It is very demoralizing for people who don't want to do combat, people who just want to log in and be like, hey yo, let me chop these fucking trees, baby. Let me make a milli real quick. It's not going to be that well, and it makes it very difficult for you to progress your account unless you do combat. And this is a sandbox adventure game that fucking funnels you into combat. I want you to be able to have the choice that is Scape, bro, and this is going to be changing one of those things, and I'm pretty happy about it. I'm pretty happy about it. I think that there's gonna be a lot of people that are not used to it, who don't watch YouTube videos, who don't read blog posts. They're just gonna fucking log in and be like, hey, yo, where's my fucking yoinkers? You know what I mean? So it's gonna be kind of brutal for those folk. But I think overall, though, once they start talking, people start yapping about it, they can be like, hey, that's a pretty positive change overall. Experiment number 2 is during DXP. So there is usually a DXP week, which pretty much like you get 48 hours of game time where you get to get double XP in any skill. A lot of players log in. That is usually the peak amount of players, usually averaging around 28,000 to like 25,000 players over that course of that week who log in to get their daily dose of dopamine. And it is the time when Jagex is putting out these fat fucking bundles. I'm like, yo, want some DXP, baby? Want some XP, baby? You wanna have quadruple the amount of XP? Let me throw you some fucking things, bro, but you gotta toss me some racks in between. It is one of those things, and it is very, very, very shitty. It's not very cool to see that, like, hey, they know they can get their total addressable market of consumers because they understand that everybody knows that RuneScape is a slow game, it's a slower game, and so they know, like, hey, DXP is a great time to fucking sell to everybody, people that you won't normally get. So being able to disable all of that, disable anything from microtransactions, I'm talking the portables, the dummies, all of that stuff previously mentioned, will not be usable during bonus XP weekend, right? Or double XP week. It's going to be something that people have to actually prepare and stock up on materials and then make people actually train and go out in the world instead of just training inside Fort for entry, but just become an unofficial skilling hub that is plagued by just protein dummies and all this other stuff. It's going to be very, very good for players to have an actual feeling of the video game as opposed to just sitting there non-verbal and shit. I think it's gonna be great. I'm happy about this change. I think it's gonna be pretty solid, and I can't really complain about it. As someone who has used proteins, dummies, all these things, and to supplement my regular gameplay, because I still train on my skills, I still do all these things, but it is changed how I actually approach the game because I understand it. Like, yo, I got some keys on the side, I got some augments saved up. Let me buy some keys. Let me buy some keys with in-game money. Why would I need to actually train the game? Why would I need to supply the economy with those types of things? I think it's gonna be really, 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 really good for the skilling economy, which ultimately also impacts the the overall PVM economy, which also brings in skilling supplies. It's gonna be a pretty fucking good change, I think. Mind you, is this gonna be fucking immediate? No, it will not be immediate. Please get that in your head, dog. It is not gonna be immediate. It's gonna take at least, I think, like a year. At least a year until when all these changes are going to be implemented, until we notice a substantial impact. We might see a quick spike real quick, but overall impact immediately? No. It's gonna come in slowly. They're thinking long game. This is a marathon, not a sprint type of shit. Lastly, the one I am most excited about as a cosmetic hunting bastard. I love cosmetics in this video game. I adore them. I like playing fucking fantasy point-and-click dress-up game. It's fun to me. I enjoy seeing the visual progression of what I can collect in the video game. They're doing a cosmetic mega drop on the store. What does that mean? Why would you be excited about that? Main reason why is because that means they are no longer going to be locked behind slot machine number fucking 1. They're gonna be able to be like, yo, you like this fucking armor set? $10. Hey, yo, I'll buy it for $10. I'll buy that shit directly, and then I'll probably get another one and another one because I just enjoy it. I would much rather be able to be like, look, dude, I'll peddle you this wares for $10. I'm gonna be cool with that, but also got to be realistic. Cosmetic skins in any video game. Think League of Legends, Valorant, Call of Duty, literally any video game, dog, that is multiplayer, that has a visual element to it. They all got skins to them, and they're expensive. They are. Like, you think like $20 skin for Call of Duty, $30 skin for League of Legends, $800 skin for a fucking gun on Valorant. They are expensive cosmetics, but people know if I spend this much money, I'll fucking get this thing. Just like if I'm buying a bag of chips at the grocery store, I want to know that I'm gonna get this fucking this bag of chips. I want to know I'm getting this bag of chips. Hey, I'd be happy with that instead of fucking going into claw machine hoping I fucking get it. It's a lot better than that. I just think it's way solid. Way better. The last update that is going to be coming into the game as an experiment, mind you, all of these are experimental. They're trying to gather as much feedback as they can from the player base, which is financially feasible to keep the game running, which one of these is going to be very solid for the player base, and which one has the highest reception. Naturally, you want to pick the middle ground, the one that's good financially for the video game, and good faith to the player base. You want to pick those two. Cosmetic-free worlds. What does that mean? So if you're in a cosmetic-free world, instead of seeing me wearing all this random sparkly crap, you'd end up seeing me wearing this. What I'm actually using at the time of you in combat. You would see my Zuck cape. You would see me using Death Dealer robes. You wouldn't even see this walk. What you would end up seeing is me just standing like this. The default integrity of what the game would be, as if there was nothing else here. And the reason why they want to do this is because the players have asked for it. I'm not going to rag someone for not wanting to see this stuff. Some of it gets outlandish. Some of it gets really cluttered. Some of it's a visual clusterfuck. I can totally understand and empathize with someone who logged into this game and is like, why the fuck is there an e-girl over here with her ass hanging out when this is my medieval point-and-click fantasy game? I can understand that gripe. As someone who doesn't care, gigantic ogre imposter, I totally get it. I totally get it. They're both. Both arguments are very valid. I think the cosmetics provide personality for players. I can also understand that not wanting to see that stuff at all. The option is the key. I think that what they're trying to do is pretty much they're going to test these free worlds, right? They're going to test these cosmetic free worlds and then determine by the player input and the player involvement if they can make it a toggle, and then it would just be throughout the game. That way, even like I could be seeing myself like this, I would also be able to see player number one over here with no cosmetics. I just see his gear type shit. I think that's what they're going to be trying to do. And I think that's great. I think that's great. Wanna know why? It doesn't affect me, but I know if it affects you and makes you play the game, I don't give a fuck. As long as you're playing the game and you having a good time, and this is a way to make your overall game quality improve, I'm all for it, homie. I'm all for it. And that's pretty much it. Biggest thing I can say though, easily biggest thing I can say though, is provide feedback. I'm not talking like, oh my God, I can't understand. Brother, you gotta make it fucking cohesive, bro. Write down why you don't like it, why you like it, what you think it could do better, what you think they should be improving on. If you don't like that they're going to be having bonus XP even available in the game, provide that feedback. If you think that the cosmetics are really outrageously priced, or if they're way too cheap, you can mention that. Play in the cosmetic free worlds. Give them a try. See if that changes your overall experience, if it's even worth putting the development time into. These are things that are important for you, the player, for you as the overall involvement of the game, and also very big for you to make sure that your voice, little o you, including me, I've done those surveys. I've done 4 of those surveys that Jagex has produced that took me like 12 hours in total. It takes like an hour or so each one. It's a lot of fucking reading. And I was like, yo, where the hell is my feedback? And this is the result of me doing those surveys. That was the result of you doing them surveys. It's very, very good. Feedback is king. I think that this is going to be putting the game in a very positive direction. I think that we're going to be going in a very healthy direction going with this. But all in all, I will always speak for results. I will never speak on like, yo, this is gonna save the game. Who fucking knows until it happens? But the best way to tell and best way to contribute to see if it will help the game is by providing feedback and by playing and by honestly letting other people know to try it out too. Because like you may have friends that have quit the game that may have been like, yo, I didn't like the microtransactions, it wasn't for me. I went ahead and played XYZ instead of this. Let them know, hey bro, give it a shot. Give it a shot. I do think that Jagex has good intentions. This is all perspective though, right? This hasn't even been implemented into the game yet, but because the CEO has said it, and because there is a huge development push for it, and it has been a huge pain point for the community after 12 years, finally changing it, because I realized the game isn't looking too hot, dude. Like, you got a strong concurrent player base of 18,000 regulars every single day, but you're not going up. And in a game that requires a whole lot of at least up, down, and you only going down, That's not how I used to stay in the RuneScape for the next 25 years. But I will only praise the results of it. So once these are live in-game, once these things have been truly implemented into the system and they're not like, hey, experiments anymore, that's when I'll be like, highly recommend this video game. Highly recommend trying this out. Highly recommend yada, yada, yada. That's when I'll give you a full cohesive breakdown on if it's going to be good. Ideas are solid here, though. I think you guys should check them out. And if you want to see me play the rest of the game because you're just curious what RuneScape 3 is all about, I think you should check this video out. This one's pretty good. Be sure to subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one, baby boy. Mwah, much love.